guys, good day and welcome to my channel. My name is Aboshi Marian and today I'm going to be taking you through my process of retouching like I promised. So this video is sequel to the previous video. So today I'm going to be working on this image that you're seeing on my screen right now and how we can take this image from a good image to a fantastic image using Photoshop. So I want you to pay attention as I start retouching. I'm going to show you step by step of how I did these images, how I retouched these images. I hope you get to learn something. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, like my videos, and help this YouTube page grow so we can reach out to more people who would like to learn how to retouch. So here's the image here. I bring it into Photoshop. So automatically, once I open the image, it comes to Camera Raw, where you can get to tweak anything that you want to tweak. If you want to increase the exposure, you can increase the exposure. If you want to pull your contrast, but I'm not going to do any of that today. I like the image exactly how I shot it. So I'm just going to brighten her eyes a little bit here. So there are two methods that I am conversant with of brightening the eye, but let's use this method. Maybe some other video will show the other method. So I'm just going to come to my adjustment brush and then paint beautifully, nicely through the picture, through the eyes. As you can see, I'm doing it carefully so that it doesn't spill through to outside the eye white segment. Yeah. So I already have a setting in place. That's why you can see that I'm just painting through. But you can tweak it. You can make the eyes bluer. You can make it less blue and make it really natural. I want to go with the natural feel. Then you can increase the brightness and you can reduce the brightness. See? So I'm just going to take it to the point where I'm comfortable. Like I said in the previous video, photography is first of all your eye, how you see things. If you have an eye for photography, it's easier. So I usually like my images to be as natural as possible, and you're going to see my process, how I'm doing my retouching, and then you'll be able to see the levels to which I push certain sliders. So I think I'm great. I'm great with the eyes now. I'm okay. For some people, it might be too white, but for me, I think this is good. So let's open it up. So after doing this, I open and then it opens in Photoshop. Yeah. Yes. Okay. First thing that I do here, I duplicate my layer. So first of all, I want to remove the blemishes on her skin. After duplicating the layer, I pick on my spot healing brush tool and then I begin to remove the blemishes. Okay, as you can see, I've taken off most of the blemishes that I do not want to see in the picture. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm good with the blemishes. Then I'm looking at around her hair side, her hairline. I'm seeing some hair part that is supposed to be gelled in, but that is sprouting out. So I'm going to use my clone tool to clone that part of her hair so that I get a very neat look for the hair. So for the clone tool, for those who do not know what the clone tool is, you find your clone tool here, this little tool that looks like a stamp. That's your clone tool. When you right click, you see the clone stamp tool. That's the tool I'm using right now. So how you use the tool is you take the tool to where you think is the most appropriate texture on the background that you want to fill your rough edges with, and then you click on your Alt button pick the side that you want to use to replace the rough edges, and then paint. That I'm seeing some patterns I do not like, so I just bring my patch tool and take it out, so it smoothens the edges, it doesn't look obvious. Is to elongate the hair. So in the post picture, the picture that I've already retouched, if you see the hair, sorry, let me take you to the picture. The hair is elongated here. You know, we went from this to this. Are you seeing that we have the hair elongated? So let's go to that process now. It's not compulsory that you elongate the hair. I'm retouching based on how I have envisaged the picture to look like. If you take a beautiful picture and you don't really want that, it's not compulsory for you to elongate the hair whatsoever. So, but from what I envisaged, I want to have something higher and more artistic. That's why I elongated the hair. So let's go to the process. So what I do is I pick my polygonal lasso tool, and then I select the parts of the hair that I want to elongate. And then I press Command J, which is Control J on Windows. On Mac is Command J. And then I click on Command C, which is your transformation tool that enables you to transform an image and tweak it however you want it. So it has selected that part. If you see what I just created in this layer. So this is a separate edge which I can move forward a little. You can see how I'm moving it forward already. It's already elongating the hair. So I take it to where I feel comfortable, and then the next thing I do is that I right click. If you're using a mouse, you right click. If you're using a Wacom pen, you can press the upper button, and then it gives you the options that come with the right click. So I right click and I click on Warp. So in warping it now, I'm able to control the hair. So you see, I'm able to warp it to fit into the initial hair, so it doesn't look like it's different. So this warp tool gives you flexibility. You can move it out, you can elongate it more. I hope you can see. So after using the warp tool, I click enter. So the effect of what I've done has been carried out. Next thing, I go to my max layer. If I click on this max layer and this little white box comes out, I'm able to clean the edges so we don't get to see the residue of this change that we just applied to our image. Because I won't be needing this layer anymore, so I merge it, which is Command E. On Windows, Control E. And then I go to my liquify layer. So right now we are seeing the hair like this. It looks pretty good. The straighter the line, the more beautiful it looks. It gives it more aesthetics. So this is me, you know, giving it that rounded look and that straight look. And I like it. For some of us, you might want to leave it that way, but for me, I like to see some form of perfection in lines and in curves. Ta-da! So this is it. See the before and the after. And I click my OK button. So at this point, I'm okay with the result I've gotten. So we've gone from here to here. Already we're achieving amazing results. The next thing I get to do now is to go to my frequency separation. So I use this plugin called Retouch Academy. As I click on it, I'm sure you can see Beauty Retouch. Once you click on it, you go to your via Gaussian blur. That's automatically creates all the layers for the frequency separation, so you don't need to go through the traditional process of having to create layers and create different frequencies. All you need to do is to click on this, and then it takes you to that frequency separation look, where you already have all the layers needed. The low frequency, the high frequency layer, everything is created for you automatically, which saves time. So if you really want to do this and you are not already using Retouch Academy, you might want to go and download it and install to make your process a little faster. So for this image, I'm just going to stick by the default radius, which is 6.4, and then I'll begin my airbrushing. So I start to brush my image, separating shadow from highlights, because I don't want to make a mess of the image and kill the beautiful shadows that we've created while we were shooting this image. So I'm going for a moody look. I'm going for a moody look for this particular image. Okay, so I'm done with my brushing. As you can see, the skin looks smoother and almost flawless. It's exactly the way I want it to look. So the next thing I'm going to do is to minimize my frequency separation layer and then go to dodge and burn. So in the dodge and burn, I'm going to be lightening my shadows, lightening my highlights, and darkening my shadows beautifully, just like you're painting. Just like you're painting. So the essence of doing this is to create a more three-dimensional image that is very catchy and attractive to the human eye. So I'm going to take my burn tool now, go to my brush tool, and reduce it to about 2 flow. Reduce the flow to about 2, or let's use 2. And then I'm going to darken her eyebrows a little to make it more pronounced. To make it a little more pronounced. Then I'm going to darken the sides of her nose to make it a little more three-dimensional, so it pops the nose better. And then I'm going to lighten this middle part that has highlights, lighten it a little to pop the nose better also. And I'm going to lighten just note the parts I'm using the dodge. The parts I'm using the dodge are the parts that are light, so I slightly make them lighter so it pops. So are you seeing under the mouth, the jaw side, I apply a little dodge, then the cheeks. Okay, now so after applying the color lookup and brushing it for the face alone, you can see the before and after here. See, before, after, I have this very crispy look, this golden brown look, which I'm trying to achieve. After doing that now, the next thing I want to do is to give the overall picture a particular look and feel. So I'm still going to go back to color lookup and You can, when you want to do this, you can go through and see the different things that you can achieve using color lookup. As you can see, this is using the chiller, the chowid. There are different look and feel that you can get from this, but I'm going for Gipena, so I want to use Gipena. Okay, so you see that very contrasting and burnt green look. If you remember from the beginning, I said I wanted to go for a moody look. This helps with my look. This helps with the mood that I want, and I like that tealish look that Gipena gives. It makes your green look tealish, and it's a really nice look that I like to create in my images. Not in everything though, but in some of my images. So I want to reduce the opacity a little. Yeah, so this is where we have arrived. So we went from here to this moody and teal, beautiful teal look in this image right now. So the next thing I did in that other image, I think is going to be the final thing that I did. I brought in eye color to the image. So if you see the other image, let me zoom in. So you see that I have this greenish thing on the eye. So what I will just do is to copy it from this and bring it here. So when I have the layer here, I do my Ctrl T, my Command T, and drag the eye to where I want it to be. So it's it gives it that contact lens kind of feel, and makes the eye look dreamier. So we have it, and then I can just duplicate the layer for the second eye and pick my move tool, Ctrl T again. Sorry, made a mistake there. So we've done the Ctrl T, and then I'm moving to the other eye. So I'm trying to adjust it to fit the other eye so that it doesn't look out of place. Then I have my beautiful green eye, like contact lens that blends with the entire image itself. So look at our image. Another thing that I can do here is to add a little bit of noise to give it that painterly fine art look. I'm going to merge this upwards and then add a little noise. I'm going to add noise and I'm going to add texture, and at that point I'm done. So I go to filter, I come to filter, come to noise, come to add noise, and then I increase to the level I want. So 16-ish is here right now. I'm just going to reduce it a little and then click my OK button. And yes, we have it. We have that noise that gives it a painterly feel. And then I'm just going to go to my camera raw filter and push textures a little. And then I have my perfect image, exactly the way I want it to look. So I'm zooming in now so you see it better. I come to texture. So if you are watching the video, you see that I'm not looking at the slider, the texture slider, I'm looking at the image. So when I think it's okay, when my eyes tells me that this is okay, is when I stop. So it doesn't matter the number on the slider. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter what the number is on the slider. So I'm looking at my image, looking at it. When I think I'm okay, I think I'm okay here, I click the OK button. And then we have a little bit of texture into the image, giving it like that very realistic look. So this is our image with some noise and some texture and some airbrushing and some color lookup and some tweaking here and there. And this is what we have. Our beautiful model looking absolutely stunning, like the queen of the forest. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to stop today. Thank you for watching. I hope the video wasn't too long, but I'm sure you would learn from the processes that I went through. And if you want me to do any other picture, you can follow my Instagram page and go and check my images. If there's any image you would like me to demystify my retouching process, I'm very willing to create a video that demystifies the process. And so you can follow my Instagram page at mimicreations_studios. I'm going to place it beneath the video, so you can just go there and copy the link to my Instagram page. If you see any image there that you would like me to retouch and show you the processes in which I went through to retouch, just let me know. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell so that you can keep getting educational content in terms of Photoshop usage, shooting and post-production. Whatever it is you want to learn in terms of photography, I'm here for you. Thank you. I'm Aboshi Marian of Mimic Creation Studios. Have a wonderful day.